Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Ready's Rides. I'm back at Furman BMW because guess what? We have a recently traded in pre-owned truck that I think a lot of you have been wanting to see. This is a 2019 Ram 1500 Limited. So let's talk a little bit about Ram trucks. Ram trucks going up against Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and everything else from the Japanese imports like Nissan and Toyota. This limited trim is fully loaded to the brim. Now remember, when Ram came out with the updated 1500, it actually was the North American Truck of the Year. I think we're gonna find out in this review what are some of the reasons why it was given that honor of being North American Truck of the Year. So let's go ahead and dive into this 2019 Ram 1500 Limited. Off the bat, I love the color. The black is working so well on this truck. You can see the intricate design that they've done with the LED lighting, daytime running lamps. As we come down, we have lower fog lamps, a little bit of flat black. I am gonna zonk this though. If you notice, here's the sensors for all of the safety features, you know, with the truck. I don't like this look. It kind of looks a little cheap. I think there's better ways to hide that. But from an overall standpoint of the headlights and whatnot, looking really strong. We have some large chrome tow hooks down low, and then across that Ram grille. I love the way they integrated the Ram name into the grille. A lot of different little intricate design details. If you notice the chrome, how the hood kind of dips down into it. You got some horizontal slots, and then the rest are some nice chrome pieces. We keep dropping our way down. This, I'm gonna zonk. This large fake vent here with those sensors, I'm not liking the look of it. They could have done something a lot better there. But other than that, very, very strong. I think my favorite part is how the top and bottom portions flow into the headlight design. Nicely done by Ram. Now going up onto the hood, little bit of a curve, almost like a Ram head, an actual Ram, the animal, lifted, very strong, very muscular in the center. And then we come around the bend. I like what's going on here. You got a little bit of fender flare. It's all painted. I love this 1500 badging on the hood. That Hemi 5.7 liter. If you know cubic inches, that's 350 cubic inches of V8 power. As we drop down, this one actually has a suspension where you could raise and lower the truck, believe it or not. We have it right now in the highest setting. Like the design of the Ram wheel, you got the Ram logo right in the center. This is a 20-inch wheel, machined aluminum, little bit of silver going on. Very nice, intricate detail. If you're wondering, well, what's the size? It's a 275 on the width and a 55 series on the sidewall. You can see the large, massive control arms and everything, especially from the back side of it, to let you know that this thing is heavy duty, ready to do the towing business at the end of the day. This being limited trim, they brought the chrome onto the mirrors. They did a great job, not too much, not like a Denali. Ram limited all the way down the belt line. I like the chrome trim around the windows, even on the door handles, nicely placed. Of course, you're gonna get keyless entry and push button start. We keep working our way back to the end of the cab. I like the little design that they have with the actual shape of the windows. Nice touches, and then we get to this rear bed. Now what's nice is the previous owner put this beautiful tonneau cover here. Those are those sliding ones, really nicely done. You can see the rear suspension work and framework and everything going on at the back of the Ram here. And then once we get to the tail, very intricate on the brake lights, full LED. You can see the Ram logo there, the limited trim. Look at the size of this thing, man. This tells you, I'm sure sometimes people like to hear that, but very large Ram logo on the back. Course is a 4x4. I love what they did with the dual exhaust. Very nice touch. Of course, you're gonna get all your tow hookup, all your plugins nice and high. We're gonna go ahead and drop this down. Nice self-leveling there, just kind of drops down, and you have plenty of room. You have all your tie downs nicely placed, and of course this tonneau cover can slide forward with full LED lighting in the bed and a bed liner. So really, really nice touch. My only zonk for this one being a limited, there's no power supply back there. That to me is a missed opportunity. Plus, Ram doesn't have any kind of get into the bed type of system with anything on the steps, really. I mean, if you want to get up, you're going to have to really bring your leg up there. There's nothing on the corners like the Chevrolets or the GMCs, and they don't have any kind of, anything on the tailgate like the Ford or like the GMC folding 8-position tailgate. But why don't we go ahead, pop the hood, and see that 5.7 liter V8. All right, guys, we popped the hood. What do we have under the hood? Of course, it's a Ram, it's a Dodge product. That's a Hemi under there. Now remember, when we say Hemi, it's just for branding. They don't use hemispherical heads like they did back during the muscle car days. But this one is a 5.7 liter V8 with a mild hybrid assist, 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. It's all connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission with 4x4 capability. It weighs in 5,300 pounds and has a weight a towing capacity of 12,750 pounds. Now, if you're wondering about MPGs, not really the best. You're looking around 15 in the city. But one thing that's very fascinating is how far back that engine is placed, obviously for weight distribution. But why don't we get to the best part of pretty much any V8? Let's fire up this Ram 1500 and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2019 Ram 1500 Limited. I'm getting it. I get it now. I understand why this truck was given the honor Truck of the Year. When you look at this interior, there's no other truck from Ford, Chevy, GMC, definitely not Toyota or Nissan that competes with this interior. They may be able to compete with other parts of this truck, but this interior, especially on the limited trim, knocks it out of the park. Now, if you're wondering, well, how much is this one? This one only has 8,700 miles, so barely broken in. Furman is asking $53,000 for it. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels, so much intricate detail. Look at the top portion, all that beautiful stitch work, the wood. I love the handle grip, the speaker covers, really just a nice variety of materials to really brighten up the interior of a truck. There's no other truck like this on the interior, even when we're looking at the Ford King Ranch and whatnot. When we come to the dash, that wonderful leather material, both top and bottom, the wood, this beautiful aluminum trim, you push the button, nice felt lining in there. And look at that, you could probably put about 36 candy bars in there. That could be like the candy bar box. And then you have your glove box down here, very large, also felt lined. You get to the center stack. I love the Ram badging on the top. This one has the optional Harman Kardon sound system. This is smart. Look at this. You actually have a 12 volt right here. Think about it. You could put your radar detector right there and have the cord in there. Nice little cubby. And then this is really where the magic begins. This large infotainment system, vertical screen. The way that they integrated it was so much smarter than what they did over on the Ford Explorer. It really is very cohesive. It looks like it really belongs in here, but you have your ventilated seats, heated seats, large navigation. You even have your AC controls here, or you could go into climate by just pressing that right there. Very nice, easy to get to. Backup camera, there we are out back with the directional. Really, really nice setup. Heated steering wheel, of course. You want surround? So we could go all the way around. Surround cameras, look at this, all the way around the area of the truck. Very nicely done, really easy to navigate through, which is great. As we continue to work our way down, here's some wonderful toggle switches. So this is gonna adjust the height of the truck. Obviously you're towing, you can shut off your traction control, all that good stuff. This knob over here, I like the feel. It's a nice aluminum finish on it. This is your gear indicator knob for your transmission, that 8-speed automatic. You have push button for all of your 4-wheel drive capability, nicely placed, easy to get to. The leather is everywhere. They did a great job. Even on the side, you got side pockets, the leather, the stitching. You have a CD player. Look at all this USB. You got USB-Cs, 2 of them, and 2 USBs, and an aux jack, wireless charging. Enough room in here to put about 5 bags of Lay's potato chips in here. Or no, I'm gonna scratch that, kettle cook. I like kettle cooked chips. But you got a home power source deep inside here. And here's another cool thing. Look at this. All sliding capability. And it slides. It feels really, really nice. The action of the slide. This brushed aluminum look going on. The wood. Open this up. There's your cup holders. Open this guy up. You got nice felt lining. You could put maybe like a ring collection in here. Do you have like a ring collection, maybe like your class ring and you know your ring from your girlfriend when you first kissed her or whatever? That could all go in there. There's that beautiful ornamental stitch work, the limited badge, soft stitching. Open that bad boy up, more felt lining. So if you need to transport things you don't want to scratch, get yourself a Ram 1500. Another USB. So just for fun, they just threw that in there just to make everybody laugh. You open that up and then you have more storage. So this is why, like I said, you have all that. And then on the back, you have a bunch of information, probably like the periodic table and whatnot, which is nice to have when you're driving on the road. Close that up, seats. They look great, love the stitching, heated, ventilated, comfy, supportive, the whole 9 yards. I'm falling in love with this Ram 1500. Full electric assist on both sides. And then not just a regular sunroof, but we have a panoramic sunroof in this 1500 Limited. But why don't we get over, you thought that was enough? Get on over to the business end. I want to show you behind the wheel of this Ram 1500 Limited. All right, guys, one thing with the Limited I want to show off are those retractable running boards. We open up the door, down they go. The door opens nice and wide. You do have 2 memory settings for the driver's seat, which is really nice. There's that beautiful Harman Kardon, nice brushed aluminum. I like the little silver sill. You got your seat controls, all electric assist, and then steering wheel. I like the way they brought in the wood, the leather, the stitch work. The buttons are nice and flat, which is great. You got that Ram, which is about to hit you right in the head, staring at you. The only thing where I'm gonna zonk it, and it's just my personal opinion, is the gauge instrumentation. It looks good at first. I feel like it's a little too busy. They cramped a lot of information into a small area. I guess if you own the truck for a while, you'd be okay with it. But for me, right off the bat, it's a little too crazy with the analog speedometer, tachometer, coolant gauge, fuel gauge, and then of course you have that digital display in the center that you could toggle through a ton of different, oil pressure, there's your lane keep assist, fuel economy, fuel range. I think you could actually contact the European government, the governments in Europe with all that information there, real easy. 6 feet tall, of course I got plenty of headroom. Even little touches, can I show you something? The leather on the grab rails to get in and out. I don't even remember seeing that on a Ford King Ranch or a Ford F-150 Limited or a Raptor. So, but it's here in the Ram. Let's go ahead, check out that back seat and see how your baby Rams are gonna be enjoying themselves. All right, guys, more room definitely than my college dorm room and the dorm room next to me. Seats are as comfy and supportive as the front. You can see wrapped in leather, even the ornamental stitch work is there. Here's one of my favorite parts about this truck. Look at this. Storage underneath there on both sides, both the top and the bottom, which is really great. Come back, I sit nice and comfy back into my seat, plenty of headroom, even with the panoramic sunroof. Armrest, there is no armrest. So that is a problem if you wanna be ultra comfortable, but you do have a command center that you can live out of this truck the rest of your life. So you have your home power source, 2 more USB, 2 more USB-C, ventilated and heated seats for the back row, a little cubby for some Tootsie Rolls, twin AC vents, and 2 cup holders. I'm telling you, if you ever get kicked out of your house, just live in your Ram. That's about it. Power sliding glass window. Look at the Harman Kardon sound. It's a 19 speaker sound system in a pickup truck. I remember my dad's 1977 Ford Ranger long bed truck. It had a bench seat. That's what you got and nothing else. This has the lap of luxury, everything that you could dream of. But while we get to the best part, let's take this Ram 1500 for a spin. All right, guys, we're leaving Furman BMW. We're in the 2019 Ram 1500 Limited. Great seating position from behind the wheel, looking out over that massive hood. Really great visibility though. The windshield, they pulled the A-pillars nicely out of the way. Side mirrors are great without looking like billboards attached to the side of the truck. And even the back window, clean as a whistle. I'm so impressed. I look at this infotainment system and I think I'm in the future somewhere far, far away from 2019. I even like the way they use a Ram pickup truck instead of an Arrow. That's something that is cool with Ram and Dodge and whatnot, is that it's little details. It's just the little details that make you smile and say, hey, they actually thought about these things before they just put it in the truck. Instrumentation, It looks great. You know, just a little too busy for my taste, but I'm liking the finishes overall in this truck. Pulling away from this light, nice and smooth. Stepping on the throttle, that 8-speed drops down. Really has plenty of get up and go. The downside to all that get up and go is that you're not getting good MPGs. 15 in the city, I really was expecting a little bit more, especially with the hybrid assist. But at the end of the day, it's still not the worst. That goes to the Toyota Tundra. 13 miles to the gallon in the city, and that's out of a brand new Tundra. I forgot to show you, I'll show you now while I have you. There's the key fob. It actually says Ram Limited on it, which is a nice touch. On the back, you got your buttons, of course, remote start and all those goodies. And I like the silver trim on the sides and whatnot. Looks really good. So I just want to make sure you saw that, because I don't want to see too many complaints in the comment section. But tell me in the comment section, what truck full size would you get? Would you go Ram, or are you going to go a different brand? I'll tell you one thing. When you're going Ram, you're getting lots of space in here. I'm telling you that much. The ride is really compliant, super smooth, and just easy to drive. I mean, if you're not a truck person, this truck is very, very easy to drive. Let me go ahead and do an acceleration test here. Let those cars kind of pull away from us. On the loud pedal, drops down, and we're off and running. That Hemi V8. The shifts are very smooth, not a lot of drama. And you know what? Very comfortable and quiet in here. Seats feel great. I like the way they're ventilated and heated for everybody in this truck. But I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever seen so many different options and finishes and everything else in a pickup truck. I mean, this screen is just blowing my mind. Every time I look at it, I'm like, golly, that is one heck of a screen. And there's just so much functionality to it. Like I said, you want to do climate, you got all your climate controls in there, all that good stuff. Very nicely done. And everything is within reach. Even getting into four-wheel drive and stuff, you just push the button and you're good to go. So hopefully this gave you a nice overview of what the Ram 1500 Limited is all about. I'll be honest, I'm impressed. This is my first time driving one of these Ram 1500 Limiteds. I'm impressed with what they're doing for sure. But we're gonna go ahead, get back to Furman BMW and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another wonderful day here at Furman BMW. I definitely gotta thank Alan and Cody and the rest of the crew allowing us access not only to their new products, but also their lightly pre-owned ones like this 2019 Ram 1500 Limited. Is Ram doing the business in the truck world? Heck yes, especially with that interior. Nice to have options and nice to see that competition improves the breed. But if it's trucks like these you want to see on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Radies Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He's loving this Ram. He's on the fence. Does he go Ford? Does he go Ram? I guess we're going to flip a coin and see what he gets. But thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.